Hello, everybody. This one is about HB 3039, an Oklahoma bill that rewrites the rules for adoption, foster care, and illegal guardianship by restricting who can be recognized as a valid family. It requires that any adoptive, foster, or guardianship placement approved by the state must consist of either one adult or two adults who are one adult female and one adult male, defined strictly by biological sex. This is confirmed in the bill text and legislative summaries. That single requirement, one adult or a biologically male or biologically female pair, has sweeping consequences for LGBTQ plus Oklahomans, for children's in the state care, and for every family that does not fit into the state's narrow definition. HB 3039 rewrites the best interest of the child standard by defining which adults are allowed to be considered a family. The bill states that any adoptive, foster, or guardianship arrangement must be one able and willing adult or two able and willing adults who are one adult female and one adult male, defined biologically. This means same-sex couples are banned from adopting or fostering, transgender adults are excluded and their lived gender does not match their biological sex, non-binary adults are erased entirely, couples who one or both partners are trans can be disqualified, LGBTQ plus families who already foster or adopt may be destabilized. The bill does not evaluate love, stability, safety, or the child's needs. It evaluates biology. HB 3039 replaces the long-standing best interest of the child standard with a biological sex-based definition of family. This is not a neutral shift, it is a political one. The bill assumes that only heterosexual cisgender couples can provide a legitimate two-parent home. LGBTQ families are inherently inferior or dangerous. Biology is more important than parenting skill, stability, or emotional safety. This is ideology masquerading as child welfare. HB 3039 directly targets LGBTQ adults by excluding them from the pool of allowable caregivers. Same-sex couples, two men or two women cannot adopt or foster together. Their relationship is legally invalidated. Transgender adults. A trans woman is not considered an adult female. A trans man is not considered an adult male. A trans person in a relationship with a cis partner may be disqualified because the couple does not meet the biologically male and biologically female requirement. Non-binary adults. Non-binary people are erased entirely. They do not fit into the bill's category and therefore cannot be recognized as part of a two-parent household. LGBTQ plus single adults. While the bill allows one adult, LGBTQ single adults may still face discrimination because the bill's framing encourages agencies to prioritize heterosexual placements. This is not about child safety. It is about restricting who is allowed to be a family. HB 3039 destabilizes existing families. LGBTQ plus foster parents may lose placements. LGBTQ plus adoptive parents may face challenges to their legitimacy. Guardianships involving LGBTQ adults may be contested. Children already bonded with LGBTQ plus caregivers may be removed. The bill creates uncertainty and fear for families who have already built loving, stable homes. LGBTQ plus youth are overrepresented in foster care because of family rejection. HB 3039 makes their situation worse. Fewer affirming homes. The bill eliminates many of the homes most likely to affirm LGBTQ plus youth. Youth may be placed with families who reject their identity. LGBTQ plus youth in non-affirming homes face higher rates of emotional abuse, physical abuse, homelessness, and suicidal attempts. LGBTQ plus youth often thrive with LGBTQ plus caregivers who understand their experiences. HB 3039 removes that possibility. This bill harms the very children it claims to protect. Caseworkers, judges, and DHS staff are forced to prioritize biology over child well-being. They must deny qualified LGBTQ plus families, remove children from affirming homes, place children with less suitable caregivers, ignore the child's wishes, and violate professional ethics. This undermines the entire child welfare system. Rural Oklahoma already faces foster parent shortage, limited placement options, high caseloads, and fewer supportive services. HB 3039 shrinks the pool of reliable caregivers even further. Children may be placed far from their home communities, separated from siblings, moved repeatedly, placed in group homes instead of families. This is not in the best interest of any child. HB 3039 sends a message. Only one kind of family is legitimate. It reinforces heteronormativity, gender essentialism, biological determinism, anti-LGBTQ plus stigma. It tells LGBTQ plus Oklahomans, you are not fit to parent, you are not fit to form a family, you are not fit to be recognized. This is not child welfare. It is cultural enforcement. But how does HB 3039 affect people outside of the LGBTQ plus community? Because it harms everyone. It reduces the number of available foster and adoptive homes. Oklahoma already has a shortage of foster parents. Removing LGBTQ plus families shrink the pool further, leaving more children without stable homes. Because LGBTQ plus families don't only take our LGBTQ plus youth. They take everybody. They have love to give to everybody. It undermines single parents. While the bill allows single adults, it implicitly devalues them by prioritizing heterosexual couples. Single parents may face increased scrutiny or reduced support. It harms infertile heterosexual couples. Couples who cannot conceive may be denied placement if their biology or medical history is questioned. It harms kinship caregivers. Grandparents, aunts, uncles, or close family friends may be excluded if their household does not meet the bill's rigid definition. It increases state costs. More children in group homes or institutionalized care means higher costs for taxpayers. And it sets a precedent for government-defined family. If the state can define family based on biology today, it can redefine it again tomorrow, affecting anyone whose family structure falls outside of the political norms. And if you look, it says able-bodied. So everybody that has a disability is going to be rejected as well. Not all disabilities make it impossible to raise children. But this bill will also target able-bodied people or people with mild disabilities just because they have a disability. HB 3039 is not a child protection bill. It is a family restriction bill. It harms LGBTQ plus adults, LGBTQ plus youth, and the entire child welfare system. It reduces the number of safe homes, destabilizes existing families, and elevates ideology over children's needs. And its impact does not stop with LGBTQ plus Oklahomans. It reshapes family law for everyone.